though, that some people are not going to be able to stay in their homes tonight. That's where the Red Cross comes in, and we have a representative on the line with us this afternoon, Monique Dugas. Monique, are you there?
I am.
We so appreciate you calling in. Tell us what is happening for the folks in Manzanita. You have a shelter, a temporary shelter set up, is that correct?
We do. The Red Cross has opened a shelter for people who have been affected by this storm at Calvary Bible Church. That's located at 560 Lanita Avenue in Manzanita. And anyone who has been affected by this storm and is not able to come back to their home because of damage is encouraged to just simply show up at the shelter for assistance. Our volunteers and staff have been mobilized. We're on the scene there, assessing damage and working to take care of people's immediate basic needs who have been affected by this storm. We're making sure they have shelter, food, and anything else that they need right now for assistance.
And what kind of outreach have you had thus far? Do you have people at this shelter right now? Have people called you? What kind of response are you getting from the community?
We have been hearing that there are people in need of assistance. We're still getting the word out about this shelter and appreciate you sharing the information. We want to make sure people know that this resource is available, that the Red Cross is there to help people in this time of need. And we're able to quickly respond because we have a very strong volunteer and staff network here in this region. And we're able to assist people literally at a moment's notice. We had a volunteer just a few minutes ago leave from Portland and drive one of our emergency response vehicles over to Manzanita, and he's delivering cleanup supplies to assist people in neighborhoods that maybe can't get out to get cleanup supplies, food and water for this shelter.
Monique, do you have everything that you need?
The Red Cross is able to respond so quickly because we are supported very well by our donors here in this community. We're 100% nonprofit, so we do need the assistance of the public to be able to respond to disasters like this very quickly. What we really need people to do is to head to redcross.org and give to our disaster relief fund. That enables us to respond at a moment's notice for disasters like this. Home fires, we respond every single day to people who've been displaced, but it also enables us to be available for a larger disaster like this one to help people when they have lost everything.
So redcross.org is a great place to go. Again, it's kind of putting some investment in the bigger bank. If there are people who are in this area who are thinking, is there something that I can do to help my neighbors in Manzanita? Is that a different situation? Is there anything that you would request of the public in that case?
So when you go to redcross.org, you're able to enter your zip code, and the we raise here stay here for the Red Cross in disaster relief and go to support our local community. So that's what we really need is assistance from people to be able to mobilize resources so we can get help to people really quickly. We also want people to volunteer in the future. If you see this event and want to help your neighbors in need in the future, we can work to train you. You can email us at volunteer.cascades@redcross.org. But right now, the immediate need is getting resources to people who need help right now. And the best way to do that here in our local community is by visiting redcross.org, entering your zip code, and donating to disaster relief.
Yeah, that's all great information. Also, what about emergency supplies? Because there are always people who are like, you know, they know it's a good idea, but they're not really stocked up in their own home. And as our meteorologists have been telling us, you know, we're kind of in a lull, if I hesitate to use that word, but things are going to kick up again with these really strong winds, and this is over a wide area. So when it comes to emergency supplies, what should the average person have in their home over the next, 36 hours or so as we get through this next wave?
When we have these types of disasters, these storms, it's an important reminder for us to stock up on our emergency preparedness kits. Really important to have water and non-perishable food. We recommend having 1 gallon of water per person in your household per day for a minimum of 3 days. and then to have non-perishable food items, prepackaged food items that are not going to require refrigeration. Also a first aid kit in case someone gets hurt, just in case. Also flashlights with batteries. And remember, if you have power right now, charge your electronic devices, especially your communication devices. You want to be caught without the ability to communicate with loved ones and make sure that they're okay as well.
All right, Monique Dugas, a Red Cross representative. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope that your website gets lots of traffic because I know that you do such good work and